What is up, everybody? Happy Saturday. It is 10:30 in the morning right now. I am tired today, you guys. I'm not even gonna lie. My body is sore. I am tired. We have a couple of things to do. I'm on my way to a work thing, and then after that I gotta go to the gym for some cardio, some posing, some sauna. So we're going to the sauna gym. But today is officially 9 weeks out. It is 9 weeks until my show, so I'm a little bit freaking out, but also just really excited. I feel like at this point, I feel like I'm so close, but also I still have a lot of time to improve the final package. So I'm happy with what we're bringing. There are some things that I wish were better, but we'll discuss that later on down the road. But I wanted to also make this video a bit of a Q&A. I asked you guys to ask me some questions over on Instagram in my broadcast channel. If you don't follow me on Instagram, my handle is always in the description bar, and I do post on there every single day. I also have a broadcast channel on there, and if you're not familiar with that, basically Instagram did this thing where it's like a group chat, but only I can chat. So I'm just sending stuff to you guys as they come to my mind and as I'm doing stuff. It's things that I'm not posting on my regular page, maybe little, pictures of what I'm doing, or like motivational quotes or things like that. So I asked you guys to ask me some questions over there, and I also asked you guys on my community tab for some questions here. So I'm gonna try to answer the questions throughout the day today and this whole vlog during this whole weekend. So the first question that I got was, what do I think makes this prep different specifically from other preps that I've had in the past? And honestly, I feel like it's a combination of things. I feel like the first element of it that makes it different is the fact that I had a structured off season. So this is really the first structured off season that I had with my current coach. I paid him for an off season. So it was a structured meal plan. We were checking in weekly or every 2 weeks. We were making sure that I wasn't gaining weight too quickly. I was kind of like making sure I was hitting my protein intake. Now, I will also say that I didn't do the best job at controlling myself with my free meals on this off season. I went balls to the wall. Like, any opportunity that I had to eat a free meal, I took full advantage of. And I'm not gonna say that I regret that, but I'll definitely do it differently this time. I will have my free meals, but I will make sure also that any other kind of like snacks or things I want to try or things that I want to do, I'm substituting. So making sure that my macros are accounted for, my carbs, my fats, and my protein. So if I want to eat something that's not on my plan, just making sure that I'm substituting it for whatever I need to make sure that I stay within my calories. So I did not do that. I just ate a lot of extra things, and then I ate my meal plan also. And I think part of it was like, I don't want to miss out on gains, but I want to eat this too, and so I didn't do the best job at that. But this next off season will be better. So that's the first reason why. The second reason why I think this prep has been so much better is because I've been doing this for a few years now. So this is not my first rodeo. It's not even my second or my third. This is going to be my fourth time getting ready for a show. And so I think the more you do something, just like anything else, the easier that it gets, the more you know what to expect. And honestly, this prep has been very, very smooth as far as the prep is concerned. As far as my life is concerned, that's a whole other thing, because life keeps life in, whether you're in prep or not. Nobody cares. There's work to do, there's things to do, and you just have to roll with the punches. But as far as the prep is concerned, this prep has felt so smooth, very predictable. Like, it's like I know exactly what I need to be doing, and the results are pretty much just coming at the rate that we wanted them to, and everything has been working out really well. Now, hopefully I didn't just jinx myself by saying that, but so far up to now, everything has been pretty smooth, and hopefully it continues to be just like this for the next 9 weeks that we have left of this prep. So that's really why I think that this prep is so different. I'm also more confident in myself and my package that I'm bringing, and I think obviously winning my last show helps a lot with that, because now I know, like, okay, I can win a show, so there's nowhere to go but up. You know, there might be some hiccups along the way, but at least I know that like I have what it takes to stand out in a crowd of competitors, and I can take that first place if I dial everything in. So yeah, that's why I think that this prep has been a little bit different than all the other ones. And then the next question was, when did I start doing DIY, like for everything? And honestly, you guys, like I have never been in a highly privileged position. How can I explain? Like, I feel highly privileged with my life right now, and the fact that I have my own business, and that I live in the country that I live in, and that my parents came here to give me a better future, and I've tried to make the best out of it. And I think that I've done pretty well for myself. There are, of course, a lot of things that I still would like to do, and a lot of goals that I have for the future, but I'm very happy with the course that like my life has taken so far. But basically I have had to learn how to budget, and I've had to learn where to spend money and where not to. But I also came from a background where like my mom is always really put together, and just because you might not have the most money doesn't mean that you need to let yourself go, or that you can't look how you want to look, or you can't do the things that you want to do, or you have to have like ugly hair, ugly nails, or you know, all that stuff. Like we have so much available to us, and so much that we can do ourselves if we just take a little bit of time to practice and acquire a little bit of the skill that it takes. We can pretty much do anything ourselves. So I've over the years always loved like makeup, anything beauty related and stuff like that. So I've just taken it like a couple steps further, and I started like learning how to cut my hair, and I dye my own hair, and I started learning how to do acrylic nails for a while. Now that's a whole other story, because there's no way I'm gonna sit down and do that to myself every week, and that's part of the reason why I don't have acrylics all the time, because I love them. But yeah, so I learned how to do a lot of these things so that I could do them myself. And also the fact that my schedule for the past like 5 years has been so tight, so packed with work. And when you own a business, it's like at any moment you need to go and take care of something, cover something, like make sure everything is good. So I don't have the flexibility really to be like making nail appointments and like hair appointments and waxing appointments and all that kind of stuff. So I just literally decided that I was going to start learning how to do a lot of this stuff myself, so that I could take care of it myself, you know. And I've saved some money in the process. I've also wasted some money, I'm sure, on some products and things that have not worked out necessarily. But honestly, like I do plenty of research beforehand, and I'm pretty confident in my ability to get those things like at least looking decently, like anything that I'm gonna DIY. So I've never really botched anything, thankfully. Even like anytime that I've cut bangs or whatever, it's been pretty okay. So hopefully it continues like that for the future. But yeah, so at some point in like my late teens, early 20s, I just started to pick up some skills and do everything myself. And basically now I do everything myself. And let me tell you something, it is so helpful for competition prep, not for the prep, but like for show day, because I do my own makeup and hair, and the tan I would still get with the company, because you want to make sure that the shade of tan that you are is the same as the shade of tan, like the undertone that everybody else has, because you don't want to stick out like in a weird way. But I do my makeup, I do my hair myself, and not only does that save me a lot of money and time, but also it allows me to run my day how I want to run it. I'm not running back and forth. I'm not trying to make any appointments. I'm not like at the mercy of somebody who's running late, and it just saves me like a lot of stress. So yeah, I definitely recommend, if you can, to try to learn how to do your own hair and stage makeup for competition, if that's something that you're interested in. And if you want to and you really are interested in it, send me a DM, and I would be happy to, like, we could set something up, like a stage makeup lesson or something like that, because I really think that it makes such a big difference to be able to do it yourself. But yeah, those were the first 2 questions. So now I'm gonna get to my work appointment in a second, and then I'll probably check in with you guys when we get to the gym and go to the sauna and all that kind of stuff. And then I will see you in a little while for some more questions and to see what the hell I get up to today. So see you guys later. So today got a little bit away from me, but now it's 11:30 and I'm about to eat my last meal. So I'm getting that ready. Had to do cardio at night, had some work and stuff that I had to catch up on. So it was a little bit crazy, but we made it. So I'm gonna put my little salad together, and then tomorrow I'll catch back up with you guys. Today was a long day, so I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning. Happy Sunday. It is 8 in the morning right now. I woke up around 7 this morning, and I told myself I was gonna get up early and start the day early because I literally ran out of time yesterday, and I want to get ahead of the game on as many things as possible today. So excuse my hair, it is looking crazy because I washed it last night, and I just went to bed with it wet, and I woke up and it's like super big. So I had to clip my bangs back because I did not style them, obviously. But we are on our way to work. I have a couple work things to do. Then I have to go to the gym, hit the sauna, hit my cardio, come back home, eat my breakfast. I gotta go run an errand a little bit later, have some stuff to pick up, and then work out, blah, 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 right? So I have a ton of things to do, and I'm gonna try and get as many steps in during the day as I possibly can, because last night I was walking until like almost midnight, and I'm just over it. I think I finished the night off at 11:30, and I am 100% over it. So yes, so let's get back to our Q&A because I only answered 2 questions yesterday. So the next question is, are there any past regrets in your prior preps or things that you wish you knew? So honestly, I don't regret the way that my preps before went, just because if I wouldn't have gone through that experience, I wouldn't be with the coach that I am now, and I wouldn't be doing the things that I'm doing now. So I really don't regret it. I do wish that I would have known more about the sport right off the bat. I think that I would have approached it differently. I think I would have taken like another year of training before I attempted it, because I didn't have enough muscularity. I wasn't training specifically enough. My shape wasn't the right perfect shape for bikini, and it was just because of the way that I was training and the muscles that I was focusing on. Like, I was literally training chest like twice a week and for a long time and loving it, but I was training like full leg days. I wasn't splitting it up into like body part specific training. So that's something that I wish that I knew sooner, was the specificity of the training, because then I could have been like targeting more of the areas that are lagging on my physique now, that I'm feeling like I'm having to like catch them up. So that is one thing that I wish that I knew. I also wish that I knew that there are more options than just eating like tilapia and cucumber, because the first prep, that tilapia and cucumber diet was rough. Let me tell you, it was not easy. But you know, we did it, we learned, we survived, so that was that. But yeah, the first prep was really, it was hard. It was probably the hardest prep that I've done to date, honestly. So the next question is, what are my favorite and least favorite training days? I love to train back so much. And honestly, if it wasn't for bikini, I would love to train chest. Something about benching and all those types of movements I really, really enjoy. Also biceps and triceps. I like the look of like bigger arms. I feel like when you have like bigger arms, it makes you look more fit like all the time, just like in regular clothes and regular life, because your arms are almost always visible. So I wish I could train that kind of stuff. So those would be my favorite. I'm also really partial now to like a good glute workout, but that took some time because I used to hate training my glutes so much. It was so hard for me. It was so taxing. I would be like absolutely destroyed after every glute session, but now it's a lot better. I'm a lot stronger in my glutes, so I do enjoy the training a little bit more. And so I guess, yeah. And then my least favorite training is definitely quads. Quads has to be my least favorite training because not only are the exercises fucking hard, honestly, but I'm also not as strong in my quads because I'm not quad dominant at all. My quads are weak as hell, and so it just takes me some effort to push through, and it's like also physically and mentally like really taxing for me to train my quads. So quads would be my least favorite, and then glutes and back would be my favorite. Okay, I'm at a work thing, but I figured I would answer some more questions because there's nobody here. So the next question that I got is, does my coach do my programming or only my nutrition? So something about prep coaches is that they mostly only do your nutrition and your cardio protocol. So a lot of times your prep coach is not responsible. Sorry, I'm rinsing something out. So a lot of times your prep coach is not responsible for your programming. They're only responsible for your nutrition and your cardio. I know of coaches that do both. I know of coaches that do only one. All of the coaches that I have had have only done my nutrition and cardio. I've never had coaches do my workouts or my training protocol. However, I have friends who have had coaches that have done their workout protocol. So it depends on the coach that you got. But mine in particular, he only does my nutrition and my cardio. And then the question to follow that was, how do I set up my programming according to my goals? So this one's going to take a little bit of a more complex answer. So let me get this done really quick, and then I'll tell you guys once I'm back outside. Okay, so I'm getting steps while answering this question because I got to walk around a little bit. So how do I set up my training protocol? Basically, especially for bikini, you want to look at the body parts that are the most prominently judged or that are going to stand out the most. And then you want to look at what your personal body is lacking. So, or what body parts are lagging on your frame. Obviously, it helps to do a show and get feedback from judges, and they will tell you what you need to work on. But like the most basic bikini workouts are going to be legs, glutes, quads, hamstrings, but not too much quad. So mostly glutes and hamstrings. And then you're going to want to train your lats. You're going to want to train your delts, your shoulders, front side delts, and you're going to want, and rear delts a lot. And you're going to want to train, so your back, your shoulders, glutes, hamstrings, quads, not too much, but that's basically what I train now. Some girls I know do have chest on their protocols. I personally don't, because like I said, I spent a lot of my years before bikini training chest and arms, and so I don't train chest or arms, but I know that some people do train a little bit of tricep as well. And so it really all depends on you. But if your coach is not going to make your protocol, they can also tell you what to focus on, because they are the ones that are trained in the sport. And so I had a conversation with my coach when I first started working with him where he told me like, okay, this is what I want you to hit, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And we came up with like a breakdown that way. So that's how I make my programming. And as far as like the actual workouts, I just make sure that every single day that I lift, I'm incorporating at least 2 compound movements. And then like, for example, for my glutes, I train glutes twice a week. So I do 1 heavy glute day and 1 accessory glute day just so that I can recover because I have 4 leg days total. So that's something else that like, obviously being a coach helps me to figure that out. But if you don't know exactly how to break down your protocol, send me a DM and I can help you. Or we can talk about coaching, whatever. But yeah, so that is how you really like set up your training protocol for your journey, whatever that may be. But a basic thing, if you're not in bikini, just look at yourself, look at what you want to look like, think about what body parts you want to bring up, and then incorporate those into your training like more times a week. So for example, if you really want to grow your quads, I always recommend at least 2 leg days a week, but maybe you do 3 leg days a week where you do 2 quad focus and then 1 full leg day. Etc. You know, like if you really want to bring up your chest, then you do 1 or 2 chest days a week. And then if your back is okay, maybe you only do 1 back day or you just touch up your back on other days. So stuff like that, you know, there's things that you can play around with. But basically, if you're in bikini, there's specific criteria. If you're just training for life, however you want to look, think of that and then schedule in more often workouts for body parts that you want to bring up. You know what I mean? Okay, we made it to sauna gym. I'm in the sauna right now. I'm just laying here. And it just hit me that I'm like really tired. Like I knew I was tired, but right now I just feel like extra tired. Oh man. So just gonna chill in here for like 5 more minutes and then we're gonna get on the Stairmaster for 30 and then I'm gonna go home and eat. So that's what's on the agenda for the next couple hours. So it's pretty hot in here and look at my freaking veins in my forehead. What the hell? Yeah, all right, I'm just gonna chill in here and I'm do my cardio. I gotta go to the gym. So it's been a while and I gotta get my ass to the gym. So I just changed my shirt to a different top than the one I was wearing. And I'm gonna throw some makeup on because I look a little crazy. So let's throw some makeup on and see if we can look a little bit better and then let's head to the gym. Okay, so I'll just show you guys what I'm putting on to go to the gym because it's not gonna be much for whatever reason. I'm like breaking out right here, which is really annoying. But I'll deal with that later on today. So I'm just gonna throw on some concealer. This one is from Revolution. I don't like this kind of sponge tip concealer. I don't know, it just feels gross to me, but this one was on sale and I didn't know it was a sponge tip obviously until I opened it, but we're just gonna throw this everywhere. No primer, no nothing, because we're gonna be wearing this for like literally an hour at the most. So I'm gonna throw that on and then I'm gonna throw on some lighter concealer also, if I can find it. Yeah, this is the NYX HD Studio concealer and this is the color beige and it's just a little bit lighter. So I'm gonna throw that right here and then I'm gonna blend all this out. So let me do that. 1 second. Okay, so now that that's done, I'm gonna throw on some bronzer. This is like a little bronzer stick from LA Girl. Not my favorite, but I'm trying to use it because I have it. But the good thing about this is that it's not very pigmented, so you can really like load up on it and it doesn't really matter too much. So I'm just gonna blend this in. And I'm gonna set everything with powder and then I'll come back for the blush. Okay, I changed the angle because I feel like this made more sense and the light is a little better. So we're gonna put some blush on. I have this like dollar store little blush and I just used the wrong brush for it, whoops. But we're just gonna put it on the apples of the cheeks. It's pretty shimmery. So, you know, About to shine bright like a diamond. Okay, and then I'm gonna put some of this on my eyes too, because it's just so easy. It's a really pretty color for the eyes, actually. Especially if you like load it up like I just did right now. Okay, and then we're gonna do mascara and lipstick. So hold on, we're almost done. And that's it. So now we're ready for the gym. Let's go. All right, you guys, so we are finishing up the day. It is, I don't even know what time it is, almost 10, and I'm almost done with my steps, but not quite. So I am on my block, just walking around the block. I had a really productive evening. We recorded 2 more episodes of the podcast, so we have those ready to go. Episode 2 is live, so that's really, really exciting. And besides that, I have 2 meals left to eat, so I'm definitely going to be doing that soon here. And I'm really almost done with my steps, so I'm just going to knock them out, watch some reels or whatever. And I needed to get out here because I've been walking on my little pad for like the past half hour, and I'm just so hot and sweaty that I just wanted to come outside because there's a little bit of a breeze. So I'm gonna do a couple laps, should be done in like 10-ish minutes, and then that'll be the end of this weekend vlog. I will catch you guys tomorrow morning, bright and early, for the beginning of another week. See you later.